Unbiased and on the fence. I'm Shane. Well, what would be the irony of the Mandela effect being named after Mandela, but Mandela not being a Mandela effect? I just came across a clip from April 16th, 2001, from the Coast to Coast AM broadcast with Art Bell, where a caller says she remembers Nelson Mandela dying, and he was actually alive at that time. And Art Bell responding with talking about how many faxes and phone calls and or emails or whatever he got regarding the same topic. So it really got me looking at the Mandela effect changes and really thinking about how do you classify a Mandela effect change? Because most of the changes we see really there's no point in the change other than, as I believe, the message that is to be decoded within the change itself. And with Nelson Mandela, there's really no message in that other than, he lived, he did whatever he did. I don't really know. I haven't really followed his life or anything. And I don't remember him dying, so it's not really an effect for me. And I'm not saying that he didn't die. I'm just saying that maybe it was a staged event, or maybe it was... okay, so you look at, for instance, the JFK assassination. JFK still died, but the car changed. And with that, you think, it was really pointless other than whatever message we're supposed to be getting from the change itself. You look at the Berenstain change. There's really nothing other than whatever the message is trying to tell us. Oscar Mayer. There's really no benefit to the change other than whatever the messages we're supposed to be receiving. And the Nelson Mandela change, now that I've got this broadcast, it made me realize there's the clip of Bush. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it was with Bush saying Nelson Mandela died, and then he sort of backtracks. And I just wonder if, there's another explanation for the death of Nelson Mandela. Perhaps it was staged. Perhaps, he did die, and, maybe there was a clone of him, or, there's any number of things you could speculate about the whole Nelson Mandela being alive after so many people knew he was dead. I don't know if they showed him in the casket. I don't really know anything about it. So, but it really got me thinking about how do we classify a Mandela effect, because the death of Nelson Mandela really just doesn't fit the bill. I'm going to leave a link to, if you want to hear the actual clip, the very beginning. It's like a 7.5 minute video. The date is given at the beginning of April 16th, 2001, and the caller is right in the last, I want to say 45 seconds of the video. So, if you want to just hear those 2 points. She also talks about, this particular caller talks about whoever came up with a smiley face. She remembered him dying and then dying again or something. I can't really remember now. But yeah, so that really changes things because, in my other video where I talked about just a couple videos back about the benevolent beings discussing it, this was in a book that was published in 2011. I know with the changes to the map that I personally experienced, those were from, I know I started that in, I want to say 2010, 2011. I uploaded it to Fine Art America on, I want to say, it was October of 2012. And I can't really say that was, the map hadn't changed in the program because I just thought of looking in there recently. So the piece of artwork had been finished for a while when I did upload it. So at that point, it may have already been changed. I just can't say for sure. But it, you know, what are you guys? What are your thoughts on this? Do you? How do we? What would be a good way to classify? Because most of the changes in movies, and it seems like it affected really popular things, logos, things that really didn't really matter, you know. And so just I'd love to hear what you all think about it, but just the irony of the fact that we've named it after something that might not be a Mandela effect. So yeah, comment below. I'd love to hear what you guys think about it, and what could we use as sort of a litmus test to say, yeah, this is a Mandela effect. Even if it's something paranormal happening, it may not be part of the Mandela effect. And so how do we know? Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.